Oh my god, it's hot.
Not.
Hello, beautiful followers. So guess where we're going today? Krispy Kreme! You can have a bite of mine. Arrived. Let's go.
Aside from my soul,
I don't feel so good. I feel strange. Something in my stomach happened.
Is there a little something on my lip?
Why was I tempted? I think I'm done.
All around us.
Hi guys. Hi. I like making videos on the mirror because they see the reflection of ourselves.
Let's play Would You Rather.
Okay. Would you rather put one white sock on the left foot or and the black on the right foot, or vice versa?
What? Would you rather drink a bottle of vodka or drink a bottle of pee?
Of course, a bottle of pee. What do you think? Would you rather have blonde hair or bigger tits?
It's already blonde.
Can I rephrase that?
Yeah.
Would you rather have black hair or bigger tits?
Black hair. It's
Yeah.
like heavy and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I like small. Would you rather have even bigger No, would you rather have small tits or blonde hair?
Small tits.
See?
Would you rather being offered $1 million and live forever in Toronto, Canada, or being poor and live in a sunny place?
Poor Sunny, hands down. Would you rather be more intelligent or more confident?
Well, I'm already intelligent, so I would like to be more confident. Would you rather have no girlfriend or 10 girlfriends?
10.
Okay.
I have to have you.
Among the 10?
Yeah. Are you okay with 9 others?
It's fine.
Would you rather have diarrhea for 5 days or have sex with a different person for 5 days?
Sex with different person for 5 days.
Yeah, like
I'd
every
rather
day.
have diarrhea. Because I don't want to have sex with different person in 5 days.
Right, it's too much for your body,
Disgusting. You usually sleep 10 hours uninterrupted, right?
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
Okay. So my question is, would you rather to have sex with all the people you're attracted to, or have uninterrupted sleep for 10 hours?
huh? Sleep.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm so done.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Let's make it more interesting. Come up. So, would you rather be with me or sleep for 10 hours uninterrupted?
Be with you. And be miserable, but be with you.
Would you rather have super duper long arms
I already have super duper long arms. Okay.
or
bad at this. You're really bad at this. Would you rather lose all of your memory before the last year, so you only remember the last year, or remember every single thing that you've tried to forget over the years?
I'd rather lose the memory of last year.
No, that's not what I said. I said, would you rather lose all of your memory and only remember the last year? So before last year,
No.
everything is gone.
No, I'd rather. And what is the other one? Oh my god, one is worse than the other one. I'd rather remember everything, even the things I want to forget. Actually, there's nothing I want to forget. I want to remember everything. Those were my lessons.
ASMR.